Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from OnlyCenters.net. Three things often forgotten when building an organization are, for one, leadership, two, philosophy, and three, community. And who's really a good example with this are churches. Think about it. As far as leadership, think about it. Church with the church leadership doesn't always have to be just only the pastor. As far as just the example of not so much what you do in the church, but what you do the other 6 days a week. You see what I'm saying? If you do attend a church, the thing is too, and that really is true because they do, have pretty much they have their own standards. But again, as far as how the people condone themselves, are they transparent as far as the leaders within the church? And like I said, just really overall being a good example. That's what it comes down to. And then the philosophy. As far as how you think. You see, and again, even though I'm using examples with the church, this goes with any organization. It could go with the team sports. You can see with business organizations. If you run in a business as well, or like anything this applies. Jim Rohn really said when it comes to philosophy, it's pretty much it's the set of the sail. It's really how you think. And isn't that interesting as far as when you build an organization, you want people to really think for themselves. Not like what traditional school system would teach you what to think. No, it's basically how to think. And like I said, it can go. Some people will argue that when it comes to churches, but the most important part should be as far as how you think. Should you get you to just really get the wheels spinning in between the ears in all seriousness. And then three is the community. Hang around like-minded people. It's going to help uplift you. Like any well-built organization is going to, be a good example with this across the board. It always will. As far as, you always want to continue to go back to that community because you just love that environment. I've seen this especially when it comes to home-based business professions. I see this in team sports, playing semi-pro football, and really all levels of football, whether it be college, high school, even professionals. You see it across the board. Like I say, all throughout sports. It doesn't matter what the sport. It could be team, baseball, hockey, soccer, basketball. It can be like different organizations. Like I mentioned, maybe Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, even like even like one of those type of centers that are rehab centers for people. As far as that community, those three principles again. We will take for granted, but at the same time, really can't, because that's how an organization is going to grow. And if really one of those are kind of slipping, the organization doesn't hold that long for a good while of time. So again, this is a quick review. Is just keep in mind as far as leadership, two, the philosophy, and three, community. As far as building an organization of any kind. So if you got value from what we shared here, I'd love to read your comments below. I'd like to say this video. With that being said, I'll see you next video.